Wait world, wait world, wait world, wait world. To be strong as time, step to your wait world, wait world, wait world, wait world. To be strong as time, step to your. Wait world, wait world, wait world, wait world. To be strong as time, step to your wait world, wait world, wait world. To be strong as time, step to your. Hello and welcome to Wade's World, the Deadpool podcast, episode 23. I am Phil, and that who you heard was
just me, Lilith, getting a little sick. I was around
Lilith,
kids all day because of the
the
Spider-Man movie.
Hey, build up your immunity.
Yeah.
Today we're here to talk about, well, like last episode, something kind of different. It's a regular issue of Deadpool 42, but in the style of that old classic G.I. Joe issue, it's a silent, well, mostly silent issue.
But deadly. Honeybee. Where the hell did they get Honeybee from?
I don't know. Was he new? I thought he reminded me of somebody, but I was like, is that Humbug? No.
It reminded me of one of the worst episodes of Arrow. Oh, with the Bee Lady and Felicity. Oh.
Emily Kinney was better than this.
Okay, I'll give you that, but not by much. So Deadpool's going through something weird in this. We're in the middle of this weird arc where he's on that stupid ship.
Yeah, it's kind of like a flashback in the middle of a storyline because he's like he's sharing up, I guess, a house or an apartment with the Constrictor and Titania. Yeah, and if everyone's saying, like at the end, why does his perfect bone structure look different? It's because, and I kid you not, Loki put a curse on him to look like Tom Cruise.
Tough times, man. Tough times. What's our top 10 list this week?
Well, not to bug our audience, but the top 10 insect characters.
I'll start number 10 with the prerequisite answer, Wasp. Only because Phil took the good one that I wanted, Ant-Man.
Oh,
won't tell me which one though. I'll leave that for him.
Okay. All right. My number 9 then is Annihilus. That's right. The big old cockroach from the Negative Zone. He's invaded the homes of the Fantastic Four. He's fought Thor. I was behind that Annihilation, or he had something to do with that Annihilation wave. Better start spraying.
Yes. Number 8, The Fly, as in the Archie Comics character Tommy Troy. Do you know about this guy, Philip? Probably not.
I believe I've heard of him.
So he got his magic. The reason why it's so interesting, not because he comes from the 60s, but because he got his powers by rubbing a magic ring and summoning a member of the ancient fly people race that used to rule the world. Yeah.
Kids, public service announcement. If a stranger asks you to rub anything, you say no.
Anyway.
All right, number 7. This one's technically a group, but the Brood, those giant alien insect things that try to lay their eggs inside the X-Men.
It's too early in the
Uh,
morning for that, Phil. Come on.
Are they like a cheap knockoff of Alien?
I think that's what they were going for.
Mm-hmm. Chris Claremont, you thief.
Number 6, Bumblebee. This is how you do a B character.
Oh, the Titans Bumblebee. I was gonna say, wait, the Transformer?
Him too. Just now this is not Bayformers.
Exactly. Speaking of the Transformers, check out my review of the original Marvel Comics series on the new Capes and Lunatics blog this week.
Seamless, just so good. That was just the perfect shameless plug right there, Phil.
The student has become the teacher.
Oh.
And of course, yeah, number five, of course, because it's opening weekend, and of course, probably the most well-known Bug character, at least the best merchandised one, Spider-Man, of course.
Anyway,
you have to admit, Spider-Man's probably the most popular one.
He
the most
is
well-known.
The most popular one. Yeah. And be sure to stay tuned later tonight when 3 of us get together and discuss Superman Homecoming.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Did I say Superman?
I think so.
I think so too. Sorry. Spider-Man.
DC Girl has it on the brain.
Of course. Number 4 is Blue Beetle. Oh, and the new Blue Beetle run with Jamie Reyes and also has Techport is great. You should pick it up if you're a DC kind of person.
All right, number 3, kind of anticlimactic. Ant-Man. Which version? Hank Pym.
Know.
That's right. You know we have an obsession with Hank Pym here.
I think that's going to be the new drinking game. Every time we mention Hank Pym, take a drink. Number 2, in honor of Charlie Esser, Ambush Bug.
Oh, yes. The obligatory shout out to Charlie Esser. Take a drink. That's our drinking game. Charlie would play it too. He'd be like, "Hey, I heard my name. Apple juice."
Oh.
All right, and number 1, Swarm, because hey, who doesn't love a disembodied Nazi made of the big body of bees?
No list is complete without a Nazi villain. Just saying.
Disembodied Nazi, yeah. All right.
Wait, isn't that all Marvel does? Because technically, Red Skull is like in Captain America's head. So, anyway,
yeah, Skull's had so many bodies. Yeah.
This issue, like I don't know. After issue 30, Deadpool kind of takes a weird artistic turn.
Mm-hmm.
And then right around these issues that we're talking about, like around issue 45, 46, it takes another turn. So we're kind of like in the middle of them finding themselves again.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I like G.I. Joes. I love the cartoon. I love the comic books, especially the recent run IDW is doing right now. So this was kind of I don't know. I liked it well enough.
Yeah, and like shamelessly, you could even tell they're like, look, it's just like the old G.I. Joe comic.
Yeah. Did Marvel have
that? Yeah, that original run. Yeah. They had it all back in the day.
Like DC had it as like a something, and then finally IDW. Is it IDW? I'm pretty sure it's IDW has it now. So
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, what's the name of this? Honeybee?
Right. Did I get that right? Because I was just like, it's Honeybee, right? Imagining this.
I don't know. Is it Honeybee? Is it Humbug? Who cares?
Well, no, Ladybug is awesome, actually. I
Yeah.
like him. But no, it is Honeybee. And that's kind of weird for a dude villain, just saying.
Hey, don't judge. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
I'm judging.
But yeah, so he causes Deadpool to temporarily go deaf, which is how we get most of our silent issue.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why the healing factor didn't heal that up, but anyway.
I do. Convenient plot point is convenient.
And he had a mystical spell like I said, placed on him by Loki. Who knows what it had to do?
That was so random. I was just like, Tom Cruise, huh?
Mm-hmm. Oh, what about our celebrity appearance? Deadpool's chasing him chasing him into the girls' dormitory, and then chases him into the bathroom, and we get Taylor Swift. What? Although I shouldn't sorry, I'm not trying to be racial. Not that I'm saying all young blonde white girls look alike.
Was born. What? No, she was born. She was like 10.
Oh yeah, this was 2000. I'm sorry, that was Britney Spears.
There you go.
Whoops, I did it again.
That just made it worse, actually.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with you. I like that they were trying something different with a silent issue. I'll give them that.
At least they took a break from that space storyline.
Yeah. I think that was the point of that. They're just like, we're tired. Let's try something else.
Because even like next issue blurb, they're like, we're getting Deadpool back from space. We promise.
Yeah, Deadpool, that's the one place he doesn't belong.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they would quickly learn that. So.
And if you're a college student, you can vicariously live through Deadpool as he smacks around some college professors.
No, to get revenge on a professor, you just go to rapemyprofessor.com and you rip him a new one.
Living well is the best revenge, love.
Uh-huh. The best revenge, Philip. I don't know. I like Deadpool best when he has like side characters to play off of and stuff. So interesting idea. I like the artwork. I like the execution. I like the construction of the panels and stuff like that. But overall, I just didn't care for the story.
It's definitely a product of the time, what Deadpool was at this point. It's like it's good for considering what they were going through at this point.
Yeah, that's the ebb and flow of comic books, though. Like, you have these really amazing runs, and then you have the ho-hum, and then they build it back up. 1 second, I have to yell at the dogs. Sorry.
Okay. Uh-oh. She muted and even covered the screen. There's a beatdown coming.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, Ella went to the boyfriend. Shut those dogs up or I'll shut you all up.
No, it's just the three of us, me and the dogs, so.
Oh.
Anyway. I guess you're right
Anyway.
about that being a product of its time, but still. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Deadpool issues stand the test of time, so.
Mm-hmm.
You win some, you lose some. It's a C+ for me.
A C+. I'll probably give it a B-. Get it? B-.
Kelly, he's trying to take your crown. You might want to come over and visit.
They're going to say, Kelly, see what you created? Did you have a favorite panel?
Not really. I really dig the cover, though.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there were some cool action. The art was good.
It was getting kind of gritty, though.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, they were copying some G.I. Joe. He had to go. He was all silent. He had to go all snake eyes.
Sorry.
It's okay. So is that it on this issue? Any random nonsense?
G.I. Joe.
What about G.I. Joe?
It's a really good run.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that original run or the new one?
Oh, the new one's pretty good, but the original one, I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, especially like those first 100 issues or so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marvel had a kick him back. Marvel had to kick him back in the day. They had G.I. Joe, they had Transformers.
They had Conan the Barbarian. No, that was that 90s?
Was that 80s?
That phased out at the late 80s, at the end of the 80s. I forget. I thought it ran until the early 90s.
Maybe.
Anyway, yeah.
But they had so many properties. How were they facing bankruptcy?
Mismanagement.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And as we learned why certain places we don't have the rights to certain characters, they were just willy-nilly the money and sell their rights to whoever. They didn't have like a long-term plan, and that's not good for business.
Mm-mm.
They teamed up with the devil, and now we got the MCU.
All right. Well, was that it? Should we do shameless plugs?
Can you do it from memory yet?
I don't know. Oh, of course I can. Just let me turn my head. If you would like to interact with us on the Deadpool podcast, even suggest a story that you would like us to retell, or if you want to hear Lil Hellfire do more live reads like she did way back in episode 4, email us, wadesworldpod@gmail.com. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/wadesworldpodcast. Twitter is @wadesworldpod. We're on Instagram, Wade's World Deadpool Podcast, Pinterest. And as always, with all the Capes and Lunatics shows, you can call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And check our social media because on, I think, all of it, we have it pinned to the top. Your link, get your Capes and Lunatics merchandise. We didn't mention that last time. I was bad. So, yeah, get your T-shirts, get your phone cases. Show your support. Be part of the army. And Lilith, if people want to bug you, where can they get a hold of you?
I knew it was coming. I knew it. You guys can follow me on my live tweet journeys Sundays and Mondays at Love Hellfire. For everything else, please be sure to follow at Adventures in FG. That's Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook, as well as checking out my website, adventuresinfangirling.com. Be sure to check Monday for Spider-Man Homecoming review, because that's long enough to spoil the hell out of it.
Nice.
What about you, Philip?
And if you want to know the secrets of Lilith Hellfire, you can email me, nightwingpdp@gmail.com, and on Twitter, I am at nightwingpdp. And if you want an interview, yeah, contact me. Once again, I'm on my crusade. Ryan Reynolds, your only hope. All right. Is that it?
Yes.
All right.
Music.
Yep. Hit the music. It's summertime. Watch out for those bugs.
Wade's World, Wade's World, Wade's World, Wade's World. Jimmy Chong gets on. Step to your Wade's World, Wade's World, Wade's World, Wade's World. Jimmy Chong gets on. Step to your Wait world, wait world, wait world, wait world. Jimmy Kong and time. Step to your wait world, wait world, wait world. Jimmy Kong and time. Step to your.
Maximum effort and bug jokes. Don't forget bug jokes.